Hello, I'm Laura, and today we're prepping dinner ahead of time. Yesterday, I got caught in witching hour without having dinner prepped, and it was not fun. And today, I'm learning from my mistakes. So today, I'm prepping dinner. I have around 20 minutes until I have to get going to pick my toddler up. So I'm making a super quick lentil vegetable soup that I'm just going to throw in the Instant Pot. So I'm going to cut everything up, throw it in there, and when I come home, dinner will be sorted. And there's no stress, no, clingy toddler that is tired, hanging on to you while you still have to prep dinner. I think there's nothing worse. So yesterday, we were on a play date and we're all having fun. So yeah, we stayed a bit too long. I didn't have dinner fully sorted out yesterday. So I had to come home and cook dinner. And my toddler was not happy because we had to leave the play date and there were still other kids there. We had to, still cook. She was hungry and tired. And I was not very patient anymore after a long day of being with my toddler who did not nap. So yeah, this is, I think, the secret mom strategy to prep dinner ahead of time. So I'm just cutting up the zucchini, throwing it in the Instant Pot. And yeah, so we have 1.5 zucchinis. I'm basically just, taking whatever I have. So if I had carrots instead, I would do carrots. And then, I just had zucchini today. So we're taking zucchini and potato. And then we're going to throw in some lentils, some bone broth. And I might finish it up with some coconut milk in the end. And this will give us a big pot of soup, which I might be able to eat for lunch tomorrow as well. So win-win. Yeah, and usually my toddler is quite into soup. Often it helps when I cook it with her because we had phases where she wouldn't eat soup. She was like, no, I don't want to eat this. But then I started on the days where I'm home with her, I started letting her help with the soup. So I would just give her, small tasks where she does add the spices into the pot, or like I cut up the veggies and she gets to throw them into the pot and pour the bone broth, pour the water, like all those kind of things. And that really helped, for her. She would actually eat like dal after this. She would eat, what else would she eat? I like to do a green split pea soup, really like to do that. So she would even eat that. And that was just an easy win. So I assume she will also eat that. I will always, so when we do soup, I always have some sourdough with butter with it, which is a safe food. I know she will always eat that. So in case she doesn't eat the soup, there's some sort of safe food for my toddler to eat. And if she asks for something else, then I let her know that that is not on the menu, and either she eats the soup or she doesn't. But most times she does eat the soup. So that is a big win. All right, second potato. And that is so good. And also when I have my toddler, on the days I have her, sounds weird saying that, but she goes to a daycare 2 days a week, not for the full day, but for a couple of hours. So on the days I'm with her all day, usually after lunch or after we had a little rest, I go in the kitchen and prep something for dinner. But I'm not perfect. Some days I don't. So on those days, I regret it. But most of the time, I feel that she's much more likely to just play independently. Yeah, earlier in the day rather than later in the day, because later in the day they just get tired. Like I get tired too later in the day. They're more cuddly, they have more needs, and then especially when it's getting close to dinner, we're all hungry. So it does make a lot of sense. Yeah, I would like to know if other people's, that was very not great English, if other mums, other dads have a similar strategy. And if you haven't tried it, try it and let me know what you think. We have 2 cups of lentils. Just gonna wash them. Give it a little wash. Oh, had a super productive day today, which was really nice. I found this 3-hour study with me video, and it's paired with music and breaks, and it's so good. Honestly, that's the biggest productivity hack for me, just pairing it with music. Otherwise, I'm so frazzled and get distracted so quickly, and this helped me so much today. So I'm feeling quite good. I had a very productive day, which is great because we have a packed week at the moment. Getting this all clean. Yeah, red lentils need a very good rinse, guys. They are, so much stuff coming out of them. All right, I think this is it. Okay, now I'm just gonna add this in here. Okay, we have our lentils in, we have our veggies in. Now I'm just gonna add some bone broth. So it's quite full. This is gonna be a massive pot of soup, which is great. So here's my hack, bone broth hack. Whenever I buy a whole chicken, I like to roast it in the oven. So we have a nice little family chicken dinner. And then I keep the bones and I just cook bone broth here in the Instant Pot with some, I add some veggies because it's just bones. Otherwise, I think it's a bit boring. So I add some celery, onion, carrots, and then I, just like to put it in the Instant Pot on slow cooking, and now it's a hard part to multitask. I don't want to overdo it with the broth. Where was I? So with the bone broth, I like to put it on an Instant Pot, put it on slow cooker mode for 24 hours, and I get the best bone broth, which I can use for soups. And then the soup tastes so much better. I think I'm gonna do, I don't know how many cups, maybe 6 cups. I'm gonna do 6 cups, and then I'll add some coconut milk in the end. I think that's a good strategy. I don't want it has to cook through, but I also don't want it to be too fluid. I like it thick and creamy soup. So I think that will work. I'm just gonna do it like this. And then we will add some coconut milk in the end, and I will just blend it up so it's nice and creamy. Okay. We're gonna add some salt and maybe some pepper and some turmeric. I think turmeric would be nice. Okay, let's do it. So I got this it's not new, I got this shampoo, like this natural non-toxic shampoo, but I feel like my hair looks still so oily. I literally just washed it. I noticed it a some time ago. Like, it's not foamy, so, and it's like a non-toxic Lux brand. So I don't know, it should work, but I feel like my hair looks really oily, and I just washed it, which is a bit of a bummer. Bit of a bummer, I have to say, because now I have to wash it again tomorrow, I guess. As if I hadn't had other things to do. All right, some turmeric. Some more, and maybe some cumin. Cumin is always nice to pair with lentils for digestion. Some cumin powder here. Ah, I hate when that happens. Which you can tell it's not the first time. I should just get rid of these lids. Oh no. That is like way too much cumin. Well, at least we're keeping it very real here. Ah, probably just ruined the soup. Shit. This is not ideal. Alright, I'm trying to save it. This is not ideal. Okay, I think it's okay. I think I saved it. Okay. Let's move on. I'm not going to put the lid back on because otherwise it will just happen again next time. Is it just me, or do other people do random stuff like this too? I could use a spoon to measure, and then probably I wouldn't have these issues, but yeah. It's not how I operate, I guess. All right. So I have another, I still have 15 minutes, and this is pretty much done. I'm going to add some more salt, just in case. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything's in there. I'm going to put that on the Instant Pot, probably high pressure for 10 minutes. And once I'm back, I'll add some coconut milk, get the blender, the little, how is it called? Little blender that you have in your hand, and then you can make soup. And then we're going to have some sourdough, some bread, and that's pretty much it. Dinner sorted. Only took me, 12 minutes. And I don't have to deal with a clingy toddler while still having to figure out dinner. I can now just come back home, have some nice little play, enjoy some one-on-one time, and we can have dinner, bedtime routine. If that's not a mom win, I don't know what is. So let me know. Have you prepped dinner ahead of time usually, or do you do that usually, or do you always wait until the end? Because I feel this is definitely a big, big mom hack. All right, that's about it. I will get ready to pick it up. Put this in the Instant Pot, of course, before I leave, and that's it. Bye. See you soon.